Hey guys, welcome to TechTricks tutorial. In today's video, we'll learn about the Leonardo new update, Leonardo AI tutorial elements. It is a step-by-step guide to follow easily, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. So let's dive right in. Today, we are super excited to talk about the latest update from one of our favorite AI generating apps, which is Leonardo AI. So, if you're not familiar with Leonardo, it is a powerful tool that will help you generate stunning images with just a few clicks. And now, with its newest update called Elements, things are about to get even more exciting. So, let's talk about a little bit onto the new update, which is these game changer elements. So, creating prompts for AI can be tricky, especially if you're new to using this. So, the pace at which things are evolving in the AI space is rapid, and Leonardo AI specializes in making it easy for users to generate the perfect prompt without having to be an expert in all technical jargon. So, these elements, think of it as more of the preset that you can assign to an image to get a completely different look. So we're going to show you how to use this fantastic feature step by step to create some cool images together. And for us to be able to get started, if you don't have an account yet, you'll just head here onto the website, just search Leonardo AI onto your local browser, and you'll get redirected here onto this page wherein it gives you an option to create an account with no credit card needed. So just simply click onto this to get redirected onto the logging in page or the sign up page. Now, signing up or logging in Leonardo is easy. You'll have a lot of options for that. You could continue using your Apple account, Google account, or Microsoft account, or you could type in your email and password. And if you have forgotten it, there's also a forgot password button in here, wherein you could click onto it so that Leonardo AI will assist you onto retrieving your account. Right after filling up the details, simply click on the sign in, and if you need an account, you need to click on to sign up. So here, you could also click onto this one since this is also available already onto iOS or on the App Store. And you can see the privacy policy and terms of service here onto the bottom part. Now, personally, I like to use to continue with Google so that I don't have to remember my email and password. So we'll get redirected onto the dashboard if immediately. Now, right after, you'll be greeted with the different featured models that it offers. We have the Leonardo Diffusion and many more in here. So these models are just like your references onto your image generation. So these are just like your bases onto what you want to see onto your photo. So for example, you're trying to achieve something like a pixel art. So you could choose this model in here, or if you're trying to do some portraits, you could use this one. Now, scrolling down further, you should be able to see the different recent creation. So if you've noticed earlier, you could see it as well onto the main page or the main website, but onto this button here. If you hover onto it, you could see who made it. You could like this so that you could add it onto your own feed. You could also see in here the different prompts that they have used to achieve this specific photo. Now going here onto the left side, if you've noticed there's 110 tokens, so these are actually what you need to use onto your generation. So as of the moment, we're using the free plan, which is 150 fast generations per day, and this is just free forever. So these regenerate daily, but if you want to use more, you could see the different plans that it offers. They have their Princess, Artisan, and Maestro with their different amount in here. So if you want to subscribe into it, just head here onto the bottom part to see the different features that it offers and the plan details as well. So you could just simply click onto subscribe to use this specific plan. Now going back, let's head back here. You could see the community feed as well. So these community feed are just like the recent creation. You should be able to see or browse onto the different things that are done by other users, but you could see a lot more in here. And here onto the personal feed, your own generation from the past, training and data sets, wherein you could go ahead and create your own models just like this using your own photos. You'll just need to feed that with photos or datas, and then you could train it yourself. And the fine-tuned models, wherein you could see a lot of these featured models in there, and also the generations that are done by other users. Now for our tools, we have the AI image generation, which we'll delve into later, the AI canvas texture generation. We also have the API access, settings, fact and help, and the logout button. And for us to be able to proceed, we'll just head here onto the AI image generation. Now for us to use this new feature that is offered by Leonardo AI, you should be able to see it in here, which is the elements. So as you can see, I've used it onto my past generation in here. So I added something like a tune or anime style or a cartoon style onto the photo to give a vibe onto it. But let's generate a new one. So I'll just add in a new image first in here so that we could use it as a guide. And we'll type in a prompt and let's play with the elements in here to see what it will give us. Now, as you can see, I've added a photo of a dog in here. So let's type in a prompt or the things that you want to see onto the photo. So for example, we want to have this superhero dog. So you could type in like that and you could choose a Fountain model in here. So there are a lot of models that it offers. So you could just select other models in here to view all of the Fountain models that it offers, read through its description so that you could see which one is suitable onto your image generation. So for this one, we're just gonna leave it as it is, and then you could choose in some style as well. And for us to be able to use the elements, you could just click onto it. But before we go on to that, there's also a add negative prompt in here, or the things that you don't want to see onto your photo. So you'll just have to activate this, type in what you don't want to see onto the photo, so that the AI would recognize that you don't want to see it onto your generation. Now, for example, we want to click onto add elements in here, and this will show only the compatible ones onto your device. So if you uncheck this, you can see a lot of things that you have that are not compatible with your photo, but I don't think that you could use them since they are incompatible. So it's just gonna show the compatible ones, and as you can see onto the photo that we've added, the compatible things are this one. So for example, we want to see a tune in anime 5. So this is a combo cartoon and anime element, an exclusive Leonardo platform model. So we'll check onto this one, and actually you could select up to 4 of the elements in here, but let's just leave it as this one. So let's click on to confirm. Then right after, you could adjust the weight as well in here, or the heaviness of this element to affect the photo generation. Also this trend here, so the amount of image input or image guidance applied, higher values will more strongly guide the output, while lower values will potentially allow for more creative interpretation. So we'll just leave it at 0.30, and then right after, you could add in more descriptions as well onto your image generation in here, or the prompts, so that you could just try to see what you want to achieve onto your photo. And let's just try to generate first, and let's try to see what it will give us so that we could see what we will tweak right after. So let's head here onto the generation history to see what it will give us. And now, as you can see, here are the first set of photos that we have generated. So I kind of like how this one turned out, since it is really cute and it is really showing a superhero vibe. And it is also showing the tune element that we have added. Now let's try adding some things also to the prompt that we have in here, so that we could see more of the generation in here. Now let's try this prompt out, superhero dog in the outer space. So we could actually add it a little weight. So let's try to see what it will give us. And let's click on the generate in here, and let's wait for its generation. Now, so you can see, here are the new sets of generation. So onto its background, so compared to this one, the trees have become something like is relevant with outer space, and also some elements that are floating here onto the background. But there are some minor issues here onto them outside, but it is not really visible. Also, it's still showing a superhero look. So kind of like how this one turned out, and it also still visibly show a tune and anime element. Now, for example, we would just want to see a dog in the outer space, not a superhero. Let's try to generate again. So let's click on to generate in here, and let's try to see what it will give us. So actually, here onto the left side as well, you could also tweak the number of images that you want to see as per generation, the image dimension, and many more. So just feel free to adjust every settings in here until you achieve the desired outcome that you want to see onto your channel. Now, as you can see, here are the new sets that it generated. So instead of a superhero outfit, it's more like an astronaut style already. So I kind of like how this one turned out, since there are a lot of something robotics onto the back of it, or something outer space themed there. So if you're already satisfied with the photo, you could simply download it using this button in here. You could delete it as well. You could copy it and remove the background. So here are the generation. As you can see, we have the different sets in here. And actually, if you would like to have this one or view its details, you could just zoom it so that you could see what are the details onto its back. And that's just basically it onto the elements of Leonardo AI. So you could just go ahead and choose onto the different elements, so you could also try to see what it will give you if you would like to see the photo onto another style, like a kid's illustration or many more, or a coloring book. So you could try to click onto each one. And if you think this has been helpful to you, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and if you have any question, don't hesitate to comment it down below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you until our next video.